Having all the metal for your projects is a really good feeling. So last week I priced out some metal from Home Depot. It was 3-inch flat bar. It was almost $15 a foot. I then priced out the same 3-inch flat bar from my metal distributor, and it was only $1.96 a foot. That's almost like 8 times savings. Crazy. Here's the kicker though. The metal distributor isn't always the right option for the project. Because sometimes it's 7 p.m. on a Sunday night and you have got to get a project done, and a metal distributor ain't gonna work. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about scrap yards, big box stores, and metal distributors. I'll break down what you're gonna actually cost, which one makes sense in which scenarios, and how to find the best locations to get the best price. So I'm driving to the steel yard now. I've really found the best pricing to come from this local steel yard, about a 45-minute drive away. There is a steel producer or distributor in my local town about 10 minutes away. The reason I don't go there is the pricing is substantially different between these two. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this other supplier a call and get a quote for the same materials. And then let's circle back at the shop and I'll go through everything to show you the difference. So here's the breakdown of the prices between McKelvey steel and Texas steel. For McKelvey steel, 3-inch square tubing at 11 gauge is $94.37 for a 20-foot stick. 3-inch by 2-inch rec tube at 11 gauge is $92.79 for a 24-foot stick. 1-inch square tubing for a 20-foot stick is $28.50. 1.5-inch black pipe is $58.59. A 3-inch flat bar at 1/4-inch thick and 20-foot long is going to be $39.16. And then C-channel, 6-inch at that 8.2 pound rating at 20-foot long is going to be $145.27. Additionally, I also got a 14 gauge sheet, 4x8, and that was $76.19. And then a 3/4-inch pipe, that's going to be ID, so it's a little bit, it's right at 1-inch OD. That's going to be $22.30 from McKelvey. Now, for East Texas, I got 3-inch square tubing at 11 gauge, and it was $206.89, more than twice as much. The 3x2 rec tube at 11 gauge was $182. The 1-inch square tubing was $70.55. The 1.5-inch black pipe was $130.67. The 3-inch flat bar was $83.53. The C-channel 6-inch was $261.49. Way too much. Then the 14 gauge sheet was $186.67, and the 3/4-inch pipe was $68.78. I'm seeing 2 to 3 times more for each of these. Now collectively, the metal that I ended up picking up from McKelvey Steel cost $730.22 with tax for the full set of what I laid out. Now, the quote that I got from East Texas Steel and Pipe, the total ended up being $1,288.79. Tax included. All right, so I just did a calculation for the totals between McKelvey Steel and East Texas Steel, and almost 77% more for the one on the right. That saved me over $500 on this order. That's a ton of money. That is well worth my time to go 45 minutes away versus the 15 minutes away. If you're looking for some long runs and specific metal in your area, definitely search for steel and look around inside of the Maps app. Make sure and get quotes from all of the metal distributors in your area because there can get to be quite a variability. So let's start talking about the big box store. I also call it the convenience tax because it's gonna cost a lot. Okay, so my experience with big box stores is limited to Tractor Supply, Lowe's, and Home Depot. It's really the 3 places I get any of my metal. Now with each of these stores, you're gonna get limited selection. You're going to be kind of 3/16 1/4-inch thickness and lower. On your common shapes like angle iron, you'll probably find some C-channel, just flat bar, round bar. And then you'll get into some of the 14/16 gauge sheet metal. You'll find 2-foot by 2-foot squares and that sort of deal. In all 3 of those stores that I've looked at, the prices are astronomical compared to what you could find at the scrapyard or a metal distributor. I would always look up online or on your phone to see if they have the pieces prior to going in. They're typically out of what you need. Now I have found that the quality with the pieces that you get from these stores is top notch, but you're definitely paying for it. You're gonna be paying 8, 10, 12 times more than what you're gonna get at a metal distributor or from the scrapyard. It's just a simple fact. It's the convenience tax. If you find the sizes and the shapes that you need, it's going to be about a 3-foot or a 4-foot piece max. They're not gonna have anything longer, rarely anyways. And so if you have projects where you have a lot more longer runs that are needed, big box ain't gonna be your solution. So let's talk about scrapyards now. I've actually been visiting my local scrapyard for almost 5 years now. I absolutely love to go find a cool treasure or a really good deal on some square tubing or some big C-channel or some thick 3/4, half-inch plate. You can find some pretty cool deals. However, you need to have time to be able to go to the scrapyard and look around. Typically, I'll go thinking I'll spend maybe 20, 30 minutes looking for something, and it'll be 45 minutes to an hour. Will have not found what I actually needed, but I will find some other fun, cool things. Not only are you gonna have to take the time to go to the scrapyard and find the piece and then drive home, you're also gonna have to take the time to clean it up with an angle grinder or a surface conditioning tool or something. Spend the time, clean it up. It's a headache. You can get metal for about 30 cents on the pound, which compared to my metal distributor is almost half of that as far as a price standpoint. But again, super limited and it takes a ton of time and effort, but it is fun. I have 2 very good places in East Texas that I frequently visit. Now, one of them recently quit letting the public come on and look for steel, get some insurance issue or something. So I'm down to just one scrapyard that will let me come on. Now, it does help if you have relationships with individuals working there. You can shoot them a text and be like, hey, I'm looking for a long C-channel or a long piece of rec tube. Send me a text whenever you see something that I'm looking for, come through and I'll come pick it up. It's also really worked out for me because I work 2 minutes from a scrapyard, and so over lunch, during my lunch break, I'll just run over to that scrapyard and look around to find something. I bet I've visited it 20 times in the last 3 years. So really, the scrapyard's unbeatable if you have time that you can allocate to finding a treasure. It's so cheap. I would want to see the first project for somebody starting in welding to be a welding table that they make out of random stuff from the scrapyard. It really facilitates just creativity and thinking through a problem and finding out how to come up with a solution. Now, I did go to a metal supermarket for my 2x72 angle grinder build, and 2 pieces at, I think it was like 30 inches each, ended up costing me $100. Now, it was a specialty solid 1.5 inch square bar, cold rolled, so it was very accurate, it was high quality, but it was extremely expensive. So you can go the online route, but just know the convenience tax applies to that one as well. So that's been my experience with procuring metal for my home projects thus far. Now, I think you need to ask yourself 3 questions. The first one being, do I need the metal today? If you do, then get on your app or online and look up the closest big box store that has metal. Make sure that they have it in the store and then drive straight there and buy it. It's gonna be expensive, but big box for the win for that question. Second question you need to ask is, am I flexible on the shape/grade of the material that I need for this project? Is this something that I've designed and fleshed out and I have time and flexibility to work on it, clean it up? Or is it something that I need it to be a little bit quicker? If you have time and you have the flexibility, go to the scrapyard. It's a fun experience. Get to know the guys over there, and it should pay off over time. You're gonna be paying the cheapest amount for that, and it is gonna be fun. However, it's time consuming. Which leads us to our third question. Do I need a specific size, length, or grade of material? If you said yes to any of those 3, then most likely you're gonna have to go to a metal distributor and price out what it is from all your local distributors. Now, you're also gonna need a trailer in order to pick up most of those items. Some of them will cut pieces to size, and it'll be about $7 a cut is what they'll charge. But if you don't wanna pay for that, you're probably gonna need a trailer or a truck with the head bar space to travel with a 20-foot stick or a 4x8 sheet. So if you found a good metal distributor that has good prices and you found them to be fair, go ahead and pop their business in the comments below. Half the battle is just finding the right place. And if your experience is a little bit different from mine, also describe that in the bottom because I'm really curious. Is there a fourth option? Is there a different category of sourcing metal that I haven't even thought of? If you've got any value from this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. And as always, go get yourself some metal and go build something. Distributors in your area. Square tubing was from all the other